Carnegie Hall, eh? He was a Scotsman, you know. They were all starving out there and they gave them libraries as a present. That's a fact. What a bore. They're all freezing. They were tying their books to their feet, no shoes. It's true. Right. It was with a great sense of relief that I discovered in the southern states of this country that farm labourers are called shit kickers. Because I had used that terrible word in my act several times, and it was great to just relax and say it. Everybody was saying, shit, 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 shit. Shit, shit, shit. But it kind of confused me. I didn't know it was a farm labourer. And when I heard a guy being described as a shit kicker, I imagined a guy going about the streets looking for shits to kick. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's another. Whoa. Keep you uppy with a shit. You see any good shits, man? Yeah, there's one round the corner there. It's a beauty. Yeah, but I backheeled it up a street, you know. But this song has a chorus. I would like you to join in. It's just great to hear hundreds of people saying shit all at once. Get in there before the critics. You all right? I get up bright and early every morning, just at the break of the day, and I wander down to the barnyard. I do the milking and I feed the cows hay. I don't do so much in the evening, till Friday night it rolls along. Then I have a beer in the tavern, and sometimes I sing them this song. Doing the shit kickers' waltz, doing the shit kickers' waltz. It don't mean a hoot if there's on your boots when you're doing the shit kickers' waltz. Try it. Doing the shit kickers' waltz, doing sing waltz. He hinted it don't mean a hoot if there's on your boots when you're doing the shit kickers' waltz. Well, one night a young fella heard me. He said, I will make you a star. So I made a record in Nashville. You know, my record went straight in them charts. He said, we must get you some clothes now, leather pants and a fancy gold shirt. I said, my overalls suit me dandy, if you'll spray some perfume on the dirt when I'm doing the shit kickers' waltz. Sing. Doing the shit kickers' waltz. It don't mean a hoot if there's shit on your boots when you're doing kickers. That's the go. Come on, get your teeth into it. Well, that fella, and he left me, but I didn't mind anyhow. Then I thought I would try out my record, just myself and a whole bunch of cows. Well, I'm damned if the cows didn't like it, standing out there in the field. But I got a shock the next morning when I found they had doubled their yield. They'd been doing the shit kickers' waltz, doing the shit kickers' waltz. It don't mean a hoot if there's on your boots when you're doing this. Last time, doing the shit kickers' waltz. Come on! All our feet! It don't mean a hoot if there's on your boots when you're doing the shit kickers' waltz. This song has nothing to do with Glen Campbell. Absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, where I come from, Glen Campbell's a place. So, that's true. I don't live in Maryhill. That's where scruffy people live. I'm a toff. It's close enough for Carnegie Hall, isn't it? We've got one as well. Carnegie Hall, Dunfermline. It's like an air raid shelter, you got to see it. Yeah. The mice wear overalls in there. It really is a hell of a hall. You sort of clean your feet on the way out. I played it last week. It's a crazy place. See how I don't look sometimes? Yeah. Clever that, isn't it? Watch this. I can do it in one leg. One leg, eyes shut. Oh, there's no stopping this guy. Where's Jimmy Page now? That's what I want to know. I'm a half-stoned cowboy who fell on his ass in the middle of the rodeo. Just a half-stoned cowboy buying beer and whiskey for people I don't even know. Then I wonder where my money goes. I was having a drink alone when someone called me to the phone. He was making a joke about trouble that was coming my way. It was my wife saying, "What's your game? You know you ought to be a bloody shame the way you carry on. You've got a load of children starving and a jungle that once was a garden, and you're off like a shot every night as far as I can see, like a half-stoned cowboy who fell off on his ass in the middle of the rodeo. Just a half-stoned cowboy buying beer and whiskey for people you don't even know. Then you wonder where your money goes." She says, "I think I'm gonna go insane. The kitchen's got a blocked up drain. The baby's got a stomach pain and he won't stop his crying. But I know what I'm gonna do. When I get you home, I'm gonna kick the out of you." Oh, woe to the guy who boozes. He's gonna be a mass of bruises, 'cause I'm gonna break your back when I get you home. You're just a half-stoned cowboy who fell off on his ass in the middle of the rodeo. Just a half-stoned cowboy buying hash and acid for people you don't even know. Then you wonder where your money goes. Up your nose. Ooh. No. Make me. No. Think I'm fierce. Do you know the Glasgow line I'm most terrified of? You call me a liar, pal? Ooh, I remember it from my childhood, all these heavies with the high forehead and a big stick with a nail in it. Miriam. People say you were brought up in Glasgow, Mr. Connolly, and wasn't there in tenement life, wasn't there a great sense of community? See, aye. When there's 65 of you sharing the toilet, it kind of breeds a sense of community, you know. You never get a cold seat for a start. Right. The guy goes into the opticians. It's a toy, no. He said, Jimmy, you're an optician and that. He says, I am an optician, and I've been working all day, and it's 6 o'clock. What the hell are you doing in here at this time of night? He said, I want my eyes tested. No, I think I need the Gregory's. No, Gregory Peck's back and that. No. It's good, isn't it? The eyes, no, I want the glasses, no. He says, look, I've got, oh, to hell. He says, look, stand in that line over there, cover your left eye with your right hand and read the card, will you? And I'll take, sorry. For God's sake, he said, it's simple enough. You stand in the red line there, cover your left eye with your right hand and read the card on the wall. He turns in the guy, he's farting about with his hands like that. He says, oh, for God's sake. Oh, here, wait a minute. And he goes in the back room and comes out with a cornflakes box. And he cuts a hole at the left eye and puts it over his head. He says, right, read the card, will you? And the wee guy starts to greet inside the box. He said, what's wrong with you now? He says, I wanted the wee rune ones like John Lennon. Imagine him turning up at a party with a box in the head. Changing to another box, that's my reading one. A black box for the evening wear. Hey, why, what was I going to do? Oh, I remember. I'll tell you a wee joke. And you can laugh if you like, but it's not going to be in the record. They never put this in the record. There's a sweary word in it. I'll warn you. Right? So that a body is found in a church and the police come up. Could you get the man who knows how it happened, the fellow who found the body? You know, the policeman's official tone. Yes, I'd like to inquire as to who found the body. And they said, oh, it's the hall keeper, I'll just get him. And the hall keeper comes out, he's a right scruff. Hey, hello, what seems to be the soapy bubble and that trouble, no, I mean? He says, the police says, are you the fellow who found the cadaver? And he says, well, I haven't, partly. He says, what do you mean, partly? He says, well, it was alive the first time I saw it. And then it was dead. He says, could you explain that? He says, well, I've got a theory about this fella dying, he says. Because I walked into the church and I saw him, he was up on the altar and he was reading the Bible. And I said, oh, what the fuck are you doing there? And he collapsed and died. And you know something? I think he thought that was the voice of the Lord. It's a stoter, isn't it? We're going to talk about death. Just to cheer you up, you know what I mean? And us Scots have a peculiar idea of death and funerals. As a matter of fact, there's an old saying, there's more fun at a Glasgow funeral than there is at an Edinburgh wedding. And it's... and I largely hold this to be true. You know, especially after the guy or the woman is buried in a way, or burnt and that. Not burnt, cremated. Disposed of. You get her home in a salt cellar, you know. But the party afterwards, great. It's funny, they're all mourning at first. Terrible, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, here, have a large one for a start, we'll see what happens. At the end of it, they've forgotten who it was, you know. They're all dying. Well. See, death has always fascinated me. My own, in particular. Not so much the process of dying. I always wondered where I was going to be when it happened, you know. You can get really caught if you die in the wrong place, can't you? Can't you say it wasn't you? So you have to say the bit of stuff. See if I die in here, will you put my trousers on and throw me out the window? Write a suicide note for me and throw me out the window. Right. But this death thing, and especially cremation, being burny-wurned, I don't fancy that much. I used to think it, well, I went to a funeral once, a burying one, and I thought, my God, what a terrible thing to do to people. It looks horrendous when you're really at one, you know. And then, right after that, I went to cremation. Somebody else had died, and I went away up. And that intrigued me, because they put the coffin on a plinth thing, and the minister was over on the other side. And I had no idea. I'd never been to one before, you know. And I was watching the coffin, and I said, I wonder what happens to it. I mean, surely God, they don't set fire to it right in front of you, you know. So it's sitting there on this thing, and the minister says, well, we'll have some prayers now. Let us pray. O God, who is high in heaven, take our friend into your hands and show him. And I looked back, there's a way. I said, oh, come on, what happened? And I was feared to ask everybody. I didn't want to appear naive. But obviously it went into this thing down to the vaults below. So I felt a bit cheated, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and eventually somebody else died. And I went, and I went up to that crematorium. I said, right, I'm going to watch this time. So I'm watching both of them. So I'm not going to be conned with this prayers bit into looking away. And this was a different kind. The coffin didn't go down. It went along a ramp thing. You know, like in a factory. So it's sitting there, and I'm watching both of them. Let us pray. I said, right, here we go. Oh God, who's high in heaven, please take our dearly beloved and make a home for him in your heavenly... I thought, you wee hypocrite. He didn't even look at the button. Just like, boom, right, oh, expert. He's done about 14 that day, you see. And away it went, and I went through a curtain. The curtain shut. I was listening. Nothing. And I was expecting a wee man to come through the curtain and go, you got a match? Well, you see, and the whole thing was quite horrific. It was raining outside, and I come out feeling lousy. Oh, what? And I think they could do a lot to cheer the place up. I mean, they're supposed to believe the guy's gone to heaven, aren't they? I mean, surely they should be quite happy about that. But no, it's all weary willy. Get away home to eat sausage rolls that you don't even like. Right? They could do a poster campaign. Come on in, folks. You know, come and see Elizabeth Fry. You know, a wee bit of humour injected into it. Come on in and watch Robert Browning. Come and see Captain Cook. Come and watch how Robbie burns. You know, you cheer it up. Crematorium. This is a song about it. Just to cheer it up a bit, because you're all going, baby. Just thought I'd cheer you up. We're all going. No! You're not getting me. No, I'm going to be. See if I'm ever sick like that, I'm going to get 20 sticks of dynamite under me. And they're not getting their hands on me in these places. No way. She said, hey, do you want to see Billy Connolly's Willie? Come on in. These wee undertakers. There it's. Right. When you pass the crematorium, just remember this, your time is sure to come. And when you see that smoke go curling up the lum, there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. A healing man called Geordie McIntyre had a heart attack and duly did expire. Now his friends are attending the muck in the Geordie's pyre. There'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. A chip shop owner left this world of light. His friends and his relatives, they really got a fright when they read the sign saying Tony's frying tonight. There'll be a hot time in the old town. Relatives come from near and from far, though we haven't got a cafe or a bar, but we promise each one a nice wee pot of char. There'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Though we haven't got an organ or a choir, for the price of $1 you can hire a band that'll sing, come on baby, light my fire. There'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. So when you pass the crematorium, just remember this, your time is sure to come. And when you see that smoke go curling up the lum, there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you. A wee fellow in Glasgow walked into a bar. He said, hey, whose is the Great Dane outside the door? The bloke said, it's mine. Oh. He says, my dog just killed it. He says, what kind of dog have you got? He says, a Chihuahua. He says, how did it manage to kill a Great Dane? He says, I think it's stuck in its throat. He went to the doctor. He says, doctor, I'll come straight to the point. I won't beat about the bush. I'll come straight to the point in a very matter-of-fact fashion. The fact, the point of the matter is, I'm going deaf. It's a wee Japanese doctor. He said, when did this start to happen? In a Japanese accent. He said, oh, about a year ago it was started, yes, and it's got steadily worse and worse than that. He said, oh, take out your worry. He says, what? Take out your worry, place it on a table. Oh, come on. What are you getting my Wally? What are you going to see my Wally for? I don't listen with my Wally. I don't go, hello, what's that? I had the phone, like, hello? He says, never a rest. Never a rest. Take out your worry and place it on a table. So, well, ain't it please you? She's willing the table, he's a bit embarrassed, you know. Looking out the window. And the guy came screaming across the room, leapt into the air and went, ah! Jump! And the wax went, boom! It's a bloody liberty, isn't it? I'll just get into tune, which will be pretty original for me. Playing a day. That's it. Did you ever see that book? It's a guitar tutor. Playing a Day by Bert Whedon. I believed it too. It teaches you all on songs like My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Nobody wants you to come to their parties because that's the only song you know. My body like get the hell out of here. Oh well. We shall overcome. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary. For you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. Oh, wellies, they're wonderful. Oh, wellies, they're swell. 'Cause they keep out the water and they keep in the smell. And when you're sitting in a room, you can always tell when some bugger takes off his wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you stand? You'd be in the or you would have a dose of the flu or even if you didn't have your feet. Oh, British politicians, they haven't made a hit. They're ruining the country more than just a bit. If they keep on the way they're gone, we'll all be in the jobbies. So you better get your feet in your wellies. If it wasn't for your well, you'd be in the hospital or infirmary. For you would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if you didn't have your feet in your wellies. If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You would be in the hospital or the infirmary. For if you would have a dose of the flu or even a pleurisy, if it you wasn't for your feet and your way. Thank you very much. It's been rather splendid for us playing for you. Thank you. Thanks very much. It's been rather super playing for you. Carnegie Hall. Although I must say, it's the best laxative I've ever known in my life. Good night. Thank you very much.